Julius is a fraud?
Come on, tell me. If, for starters, let me start at the beginning. If you're going to tell people to take land, where is the land that when you took? If you're going to tell people that they must take land when they see an open land, I can show him open land in Sandhurst, in Sandton. And when you follow all the banking protocols, you go apply for loan and even go further, you sit, where Mazoti is. And then you're fighting these guys. They've got, the loot. He's not doing that. And he's somersaulting. And his minions, they also somersault with him. First of all, he was pushing the Tutula line. And he changed. I mean, where have you seen a revolutionary supporting the vaccines, the lockdowns, which are spearheaded by the biligators? I've never seen, a revolutionary like Julius Malema, who's saying foreigners must come here. I mean, I've been a Pan-Africanist in my past life. I've been both in the ANC and the Pan-Africanist Congress. Pan-Africanism doesn't say that you must open your borders and the poor of other countries, they must come to your public hospitals, they must come take jobs. He's pushing for that. That's a globalist position. And once you start doing that, what's going to happen with South Africa in the next 20 years, 50 years? The demographics are dying. Our culture has been diluted. And we're going to have a Nigerian president with a flat head in future.
And his surname will be Buthelezi. Because it has started now.
All our cities have been taken over by illegal foreigners, people who never struggled with us. Our grandmothers, they used to clean these houses.
Bro.
They used to be called bopas. All of a sudden, the towns, the buildings are taken by foreigners. They proliferated.
Is Julius Malema a fraud? What do you guys think? Do you think Julius Malema is a fraud? You've heard Advocate Ike Khumalo, one of the most vocal voices within the black community, one of the most vocal, fearless voices within the black community. He shares a belief that Julius Malema is a fraud. I want to hear you guys, your views. Do you agree with Ike Khumalo or do you hold a different view? I'll tell you what I think of Julius Malema. Those of you who have been following this platform for quite some time, you know my views about Julius Malema. And I cannot disagree with Ike that Julius Malema is a fraud. Julius Malema is a scam. He is a politician who has mastered the art of manipulating black people for his own narrow selfish interest. How does he do this? Julius Malema, from his days in the ANC Youth League, there was an interview that he once did with the ETV, Deborah Patta. Do you guys know that veteran journalist, Deborah Patta? Julius Malema was asked the question, are you a communist? Are you a socialist? Do you subscribe to the ideals of socialism? And Julius Malema unequivocally said he is not a socialist and he does not subscribe to socialism. Okay? That was Julius Malema being honest, because his conduct already, because remember, he did that interview when he was still with the ANC Youth League. And already at the time, there were already scandals following Julius Malema. Scandals that have to do with his lavish lifestyle that he's living. The lifestyle that he was living at the time when he was only earning 25,000 rands per month as the ANC Youth League president. Then, of course, we know what was to follow afterwards. The tender scandals from his home province of Limpopo, where it was discovered that Julius Malema and his allies included the man who at the time was the ANC provincial chairperson, and then of course the premier of the province of Limpopo, Castle Matale, who is currently one of the 2 deputy ministers of police. We know what followed afterwards. What followed afterwards was the collapse of the government of the province of Limpopo, whereby national government, for the first time, and up until now, that was the first time. Of course, later on Northwest was also put under administration, but Limpopo became the first province under the 1994 democratic dispensation whereby a provincial government was put under administration. That provincial government had collapsed because Julius Malema, Castle Matale, and others, they had milked the province of Limpopo. They had tried the coffers of the government of Limpopo. Remember the Ratanang Trust, the bridge that was given to Julius Malema and the Ratanang Trust to build, the shoddy work that they did there. Yet this is someone who claims to represent black people. You cannot claim to be pro-black people, yet you act in a way and a manner that threatens the interest of the very same downtrodden masses of natives. By natives, I'm referring to black people, people who are natives of this land. Okay. Now, look at Julius Malema. Came his expulsion from the ANC and all of that followed. He went to the EFF. All of a sudden, Julius Malema, even two years or less before his expulsion from the ANC Youth League, from the ANC, at the time is now speaking the language of radicalism. But this is a man who believes, who does not believe in the ideals of socialism. So what you have here, it is a politician who has realized the power and the influence that comes with being in a political office. So he's making use of it for his personal benefit, and of course the benefit that of his own family. That's how someone who's a fraud, that's how a fraud conducts themselves. Okay? So Ike is correct. Julius Malema speaks left, but then walks right. That has to be a definition of someone that is a fraud, someone that is a scam. Thank you guys for tuning in. My name is Tebus Kosana. The name of the platform is IZWI LABANSUNDU. If you like this content, guys, please do subscribe. Please do join to become a member. Another way of supporting guys is by buying me the super thanks, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Kama Africa.